Welcome to Last Wheel Cycling, where passion meets the peloton. We're here to share stories, tips, and the joy of riding.
Helping every cyclist from the first pedal stroke to the final sprint find their place in the pack. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Abdul.
And this is
episode
number
7.
Are you kidding me? All right, my friend.
I can't imagine like episode 100. Like, what would happen? That would be crazy.
Episode 11, we're going to do something crazy. Like, we'll do like a 100-kilometer ride.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what I mean? And then, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
We can invite people to join us on a 100-episode ride.
Hey, that is legit. Let's make sure. This is episode number 7.
Put it in the notes.
We're going to put it in the notes, and we are going to create. So, you can actually, you know what? We didn't talk about this.
Actually, maybe every 50.
Right?
Every 50.
What is our topic? Because this is going to go into a lot of aspects into what I'm thinking about in my mind right now. So episode 7 is the social side of cycling.
Yes.
So let's be real. Like, this sport for us has built a pretty good group of friends. Going with the Triple Shot Cycling Club and getting to know the local bike shops is like a really strong community.
Yes, because now that you're out there, you're riding, you've established yourself on Strava, on the road, people know who you are. So now when you show up with your bike, I need my bike to be fixed. Somebody's going to take good care of you.
You know, so let's talk about, well, you and I, obviously, we've told the audience, we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
But if we take a look at our inner group right now, so outside of Triple Shot, we have you, myself, James.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Sean. Jamie.
Yeah.
Now, those core people, we ride a lot with.
Yeah.
Now, let's start with James. James was my next door neighbor.
Yes.
And funny enough, I was chatting to him about you more so because of running.
Yeah.
And then James had a love for cycling way before I did.
In Australia, right?
In Australia, Vancouver, all the places. And then you met him through your wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Wives are realtor, colleagues together, both our wives. And so then I met James, and then we started talking about cycling. He used to tell me he used to cycle before. He had an older Trek Madone, and that's where, like, you know, we start chit-chatting, and then we start riding, right? Connection.
Yeah, so connection there. Now, Carlos is interesting because he told me the story, but I'm going to let you kind of talk about it.
What did he say? I'll put you on the spot.
So just to kind of rewind, we were supposed to go for a ride with myself, Abdul, and Carlos. I've never met Carlos before. And Abdul bails on me. And he goes, listen, Ryan. Yeah, you bailed on me.
I did. What a bad friend I am.
And he goes, hey, meet this guy you've never met before.
Social.
Yeah, social. Reach out to him and, you know, meet up and go for a ride. So I was like, okay, cool. So, of course, we met up. Super nice when I first met him. Super nice as he is today. Solid, genuine.
We only ride with nice people.
Yeah, and he's great because what I know now, I wouldn't have known how powerful of a cyclist he was. Right? He was just so humble. And at that time, I had a single chain ring.
Yeah.
And it was meant for, it's like cyclocross. So I think I had like a 42 chain ring in the front.
Yeah.
And like 1134 sprocket in the back, which I guess for surges, for shorter distances is great. However, when you're going against a canyon aero road,
That's what he has.
full
Yeah.
carbon slam stem,
Yeah.
that's built for speed. He went my speed. He was just like, hey, you know what? You're struggling, no problem. And we had a beautiful ride. So we kind of chatted and how we knew you.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I went into Toyota and I think he saw like I dropped off my
He's dropped up
My
his
car?
Toyota there.
Yeah.
And I just saw him walking with this bike.
yeah.
You know, when you see a bike that you got to know that somebody that rides has that kind of bike, right? So I was like, oh my God, that's a nice bike. Who is that guy,
Yeah.
right? So anyways, I was like, I was just walking in the building, the Toyota building there. And then I think I met him up at service. I was like, hey, I just saw you down there. Do you ride? And at that time, he literally just moved to Victoria, I think in a couple months or so. Then I messaged him. I was like, hey, you should, I'll follow you on Strava. We should hang out, go out for a ride. And he's just been like the greatest.
Oh yeah, he's so
person.
awesome. So
Yeah, he is good.
he is out of our group. He's one of two people that don't have treks.
He's a
In our
canyon
group.
guy.
Canyon. So both Sean and Carlos have a canyon.
Yeah,
and
they do.
he has a sweet, all black,
Yeah,
matte black,
yeah. It's a pretty sweet bike.
aero road.
Yeah,
Just it's mint
Yeah.
with what are they like 50? No, 60. Are they 60? 60?
yeah. I think he has 60. Yes, he
Yeah,
does have-
55, 60 deep
Mill-
dish roval
Yeah, wheels.
wheels.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and he is fast.
Yeah,
right?
he's
He's been
fast.
riding. I mean, he's been riding for forever. So
Yeah.
he knows the sport probably more than me. He follows every tour, everything, right? So
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, he knows.
What I like about Carlos, which to be fair, I've got some things to learn. Is he will ride your pace.
Yeah,
He won't push if he doesn't need to push.
yeah. He would just ride with you.
But when you go fast,
He's right on you. You can't drop him. Right?
Yeah,
You can never drop Carlos.
He is right on your wheel.
You can't.
He's right on your wheel.
You can't drop him because he's done the big climbs, right?
Yeah.
In Vancouver, like lots of places, right? So he's done all those rides. So he's legit.
It's very strong.
Yeah.
And then, let's go to Sean. So Sean is our other canyon boy.
Mhm.
And I went on a couple rides with him. Actually, with the first ride we went as a group, I think it was like you, me, James, Janelle, and Sean.
Yeah.
That one ride, I think in April. It was a little colder.
Yeah.
And if you watch our last episode, we talk about gear when it's cold and wet.
Yeah. It's funny
So
with Sean too. We used to gravel ride together.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay, legit.
So that's how we started like our friendship there with the gravel rides because he had gravel tires on his Canyon.
Yeah.
And I was doing the gravel thing again where I was like, I only need one bike thing.
Yeah.
Right? And then soon that plan failed. But anyways, so that's how I met him. We were gravel riding together. We went to many places. And he's such an amazing guy, right?
Oh, he's
so
great.
cool.
He's great.
He's the cool one. I would say he's
Yeah.
the coolest guy in our group for
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
Yeah, I remember riding with him maybe just the first time, just him and I. And he's like, yeah, I'll go for like an easy ride. And this was maybe like April, May, maybe?
Yeah.
And I wasn't a very strong rider back then. Actually, it's hard to say that. A couple months ago, I wasn't a very strong rider.
Hold on, let me get that off your shoulder.
But he goes, let's go for an easy ride. I'm like, okay, cool. This is good. And I swear, I was pushing that whole ride.
Yeah.
And funny enough with Sean, he is someone that is prepared. He's got the tools. He knows he waxes his own chain, by the way. I don't know if you
Wow.
knew that.
That's who Sean is. He's a very smart person.
Yeah.
He just
Hands-on.
knows everything, right? He knows everything. You ask Sean a question, he probably has the answer for a lot of things.
And before, one of the main reasons why I switched from 105 to DI2 was on that ride, I dropped my chain. It was so weird. I never dropped my chain. Well, obviously didn't have the bike that long since I got the bike in November, I want to say, November of last year. And never dropped my chain. I dropped my chain. Luckily, he was with me. We put it back on, and it was a good break because I was pushing to stay with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went for a ride again. No, we didn't. So I went on a solo ride.
Yeah.
And it just so happened I met up with him right on Munn Road, right before Munn Road. And sure enough, I dropped my chain again.
And Sean was
there. And so that's when I switched to Di2. I was like, okay, enough of this. I don't want to drop my chain. It scratched up my paint.
Yeah, it does.
Luckily, didn't damage my carbon. And Sean is solid. He's always been, and he's a strong rider too. Like,
yes,
he's not bad.
Very strong, very good on the flats, right?
Yeah, on descents too.
On descents, yeah, he's a
quick,
descender. So now we go to Jamie.
Jamie, yeah. So Jamie has a Demone. So if we take a look at all the treks, Abdul's got a Trek Madone, James has got a Trek Madone, I got a Trek Amanda. And Jamie puts us full circle with the Demone.
The Demone.
A sick Demone, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I love the look of that.
And that's what I told him when we did Penticton. You know, his bike, just when the sun hit his bike, it just looks so great.
It looks so nice.
He had his matching outfit too, right? Little swag to him there.
So how did you meet Jamie?
You know, man, I've known Jamie for a very long time, actually, on and off, right? I can't remember the first time I met Jamie. I think I've known him over like 5 to close to 10 years, actually.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I
Yeah.
think, I'm curious to see where. I have a very short memory, actually, just so you know. Yeah, but I've known him for a while. So Jamie, basically, he's a strong rider, climber, right? And he's done all the hard rides too as well, like the fondos, right? So he's done a bunch of those. So he's got a ton of experience with him as well.
Yeah, Jamie, he is one thing. He knows his food. He knows the nice cafes.
Oh yeah,
that one cafe
because he's
the chef or sous chef.
I think so.
Yeah.
He has something to do with that. I think
He is. I would put him on the level as Carlos, where he's a sleeper. You know, he's experienced enough. We're like, okay, and it's talking about social rides.
Yeah,
he can go hard, makes it look effortless. Because this one ride that we were on, I felt like we were going pretty fast. I think we were going like 36, 40 kilometers an hour. And I see Jamie just flying forward to take a picture of us. I'm just like, what just happened here? And I knew then, and I told you this. I thought I feel like he can go if he wanted to. Like, let's just go and rip it.
Yeah, he's just a nice, calm, cool dude, right? We ride with really nice people. And that's what the social part is, right? Because then you get to go on coffee rides. And they're all dads too, as well, right? Yeah. So, like for Sean and I, our kids go to the same school, so we kind of have that relation there too, as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, same school, and yeah.
And when we take a look at the Triple Shot Cycling Club, wow, man, just. When I compare the sports that I've been in, I don't want to say like a lot of sports can be cult-like.
Yeah.
Like basketball.
Yeah.
For instance, basketball's a little bit different because you have a team. You start with a team. You're not going solo. Like cycling kind of is a solo sport.
Yeah.
Running's like a solo sport.
Exactly.
And volleyball, that's what I've been involved in. Again, you start with a team. So you kind of hold down your crew.
Yeah.
With the Triple Shot Cycling Club really opened up. I'm just like, wow, how open the community is. And you just gain a lot of friends. I think I need to make, just for timing, just with school and work with the kids, I can't always have the time to go to the
coffee
after the ride. They always have like the social aspect.
Yeah, they do actually after that. So yeah, a lot of people can't because I mean some people that do that ride, most of them are almost like retired too. Sometimes it depends on the group, right?
Yeah.
Or you're off that morning, right? So your schedule really if you have little kids at home, it's really tough to do the extra social part of it. Or you can do the weekend rides, which they do have.
Yeah.
And then you can do that as well.
We should do that. You know, we should do like the Sunday social or something like that.
We should do that actually.
And such amazing people when you see them outside of the normal rides. I've seen them multiple times at Nescafe or Fantastico.
Yeah.
Like the Trek store. Let's be real.
Right, the Trek store.
If you got a Trek bike, especially like Alan and Deb and Lisa, they all got Trek bikes and they're always
amazing, right?
So that is just such an amazing community.
You know what I noticed the most is after every, like, let's say if you do a fundo, right? Like maybe something challenging, a longer ride.
Yeah.
Where like people that ride know, oh, that was a tough ride. And then you go in the comment section and the nice things that people are always saying about good job, like, wow, all this stuff, right? That is like what Strava does, right? With the social part of it, that is by far one of the best things.
Yeah, let's talk about Strava for a moment because Strava is a great social platform for cyclists. And to be real, Instagram, I'll post cycling content and whatnot, but most, when you take a look at people that are viewing your content, don't know who you are really, they just like the content.
Yeah.
Strava, for instance, the RBC Whistler Fondo. Wow, we had a lot of people from Triple Shot Cycling Club ride that, and just the encouragement and congratulations. Like, I didn't ride it. However, I was so impressed. I was like, wow. One guy that really impressed me, I'm just going to shout you out. Adam Wright.
Adam Wright.
33 kilometers per hour average.
On what's the elevation?
Like, 2,000, like 1,996 or something ridiculous.
Hey, Adam, give us some tips.
Yeah, like that was sick. And especially like when you think about other people. So Maggie, shout out to you. Maggie Astil, she did the Tour de Victoria as well.
Nice.
And then she went up and did that as well. I mean, 120 kilometers, 121, whatever it was.
Yeah.
1999. I knew that she did a lot of training. So Triple Shot also has like a women's cycling evening group as well.
Yeah.
Really killed it. And yeah, it's just nice to see the comments, just the encouragement. Even after the Tour de Victoria, we had
it's the same thing. Everybody is commenting, which is so it's amazing because Tour de Victoria is where I found that my bike that I got, somebody else, it was smaller for him. Danny, his name is. He lives in Vancouver, actually, White Rock, and they told me about him, right? It was like, oh, we ordered this frame and it was too small. So and then I got the call. It's like, hey, we have a black and gold. I was like, oh, no way, right? Project one. So when they saw the bike, my heart, it was just like your first love or something.
Yeah.
So my heart just dropped. Anyways, I got the bike. And then to the Victoria, I've never met this guy. I don't know who he is, right? And also, of course, you notice, because he bought the same bike but a smaller frame. And so we I think it was like probably 60K in. And all of a sudden I turned, I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, it's the same bike, right? Because it's pretty rare to see that. And then at first I said nice bike to him, but he didn't clue in, right? So I think like 20K down further. And then it's like, hey, I just noticed, we have the same bike. And then it just clued to him, it's like, are you the one that bought that bike?
Yeah, the
from
frame,
Trek, like the one that didn't fit me? I was like, yes. And all of a sudden, he's like, no way, right? And up to this day, of course, we're friends on Strava, right? Giving each other kudos, nice stuff to say. He's always saying the nicest thing ever, right? So that's how this cycling community is, right? It's just amazing.
One thing I love too, it just motivates you.
It does.
Like,
and
you
also,
want to cycle more.
There's another caveat to this one is I was at the Trek store dropping my bike and one of his friend was getting out of his car to drop his bike off. He has a nice, the Madone, but the blue, red, the yellow one.
Okay,
The nice one color. And then he's like, are you Abdul? Right? And then he's like, I'm heading to Whistler to stay with Danny, whose bike
That's awesome.
meant for. Like just like that.
That is awesome.
And then we
That
took
is
a
awesome.
picture, right?
Yeah.
And then he showed it to Danny, and it's just amazing. Like,
That's so cool.
It just
That's so
unlocks all these little friendship, like, oh yeah, it's so cool.
And even just on rides, when you see someone you know, it's always good feeling and
Yeah.
nice encouragement. I mean, even like today, you saw someone that you used to work with.
Mhm.
Did he start the ride or was he finishing ride? Like what
No, he was heading to to do some hills, man.
Oh, okay. I hope you told him we did hills.
Yeah. Just so like he's like, oh, you started. I'm like, no, we went like way far away. Like we did a lot of hills.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Right, yeah.
What did we clock in? 1,200?
Yeah, 1,200 for like 80K.
Yeah, 80K.
See that's a pretty good climb, right?
Yeah.
For how much 100. If you do 100K ride, around 1,000, right? That's what it is. But like under that you're climbing for sure.
Yeah. And let's talk about, okay, so community is really good. Obviously, we see them when we're around now. You and I you and I specifically, and Carlos.
Yeah.
Actually, no, and Jamie. So most of our group, we do solo rides and social rides. So how do you balance that out? What makes you figure like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do triple shot Tuesday, Friday. I'm gonna spin the legs. Like how does that work out in your mind?
So I think when the weather is changing, which is kind of nice from the last episode, weather is changing, you got to adapt. So I think now with that being said, I'm going to hit the gym hard. I'll say maybe twice a week, and then do like your long solo ride, and then maybe put in one group ride in there.
One group ride. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating because to be honest, because he's at a higher level, right? Like, and I think when I take a look at your solo rides, they're like workouts. They're like 34 kilometers per hour average, and then you hang out with us, and it's like zone 2 ride. Like we're gonna just go for a chill, 27, 26. I'm good, and that's I honestly think that's important to have. The zone 2 chill ride, is that kind of your balance?
I think so, because if you're riding with friends, like it's hard to like gauge what's gonna happen today, or like where everybody's feeling, right? And then actually, when you're riding with friends, you should just keep it at a friend pace, really.
Yeah.
Like just hang out, maybe surge a little bit, but stay back and wait for everybody so that everybody can finish the same time.
Yeah.
So that being said, like you can go do your own hard work by yourself.
And hit it hard. Yeah. Surge and go.
Yeah. Just like those social rides should be really social.
Yes, and chill.
Not antisocial.
Yeah. And yeah, it was intense. There were some good moments, and I think maybe just different judge. It was the hills. I think that's what it was. That was the difference. If it was all flat, it would have been fine, I think.
It is true, right? Because when you start riding a lot and you feel like you're in the best shape you are, it's really hard to go slow up a hill, because really that kills your momentum. It's all about momentum when you get those hills, right? So if you see a rolling hill, you know what to do. Boom, right? Because you want to put less strain on the powertrain, because you might snap your chain too.
100%. I also think too is if I'm going to suffer, I rather suffer for a shorter period of time than a longer period of time. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So yeah, I think that momentum plays a big deal. I think, even today, I'll be honest, I think a lot of 90% of the climbs, I was fine. I felt really good. I think there was 1 or 2 climbs where I was going to chase you, and I was like, you know what, I'm good.
No, there you
go. I'm good. But yeah, I think we had good momentum. Like I could tell. And the only reason why was because this was the second time I'm going through the similar route, where before I was kind of like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I wasn't I was probably putting too much effort into the climbs. This time it was more of like, okay, get into a descent. Okay, boom.
Yeah.
And then down again. So it was much easier.
But yeah, social basically, it's necessary, right? Because as much as you like to ride and go fast and all that stuff, it just, it just brings you down to just like the normal feel, right? Because cycling is a feeling, right? Like whether if you're suffering or you want to be happy, you want to just escape, right? But the social part of it, that like if you can ride with your friend, your wife, I'm lucky enough to my wife rides. So sometimes when I go for long rides, she understands.
Yeah.
I don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's a little bit different for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
My hard rides are the triple shot cycle rides. So the Tuesday sprints, I go all out, and Friday I go all out. And then in between, my solo rides are kind of my zone 2 kind of chill rides, kind of go at my own pace.
Yeah.
And one thing that is killing me a little bit is the Garmin. And I talked about this in a couple episodes. And I asked you, it's like, hey, can you ride without a Garmin? And you're like, no. And my intent will be like, I'm going to do zone 2 today and I'll be average. And then all of a sudden I'll look. I'm like, oh, my average is like 28 kilometers an hour. Can I keep this up? And then zone 2 becomes like maybe 50% of the ride. And then zone 3 is like the other 50%.
Yeah.
The group social rides for sure. I think when it comes to coffee, and I honestly think we need to do this more when we go for our group ride, is that we actually go for coffee. Sometimes we just blast.
Yeah, don't call it coffee ride if you're not going to have coffee or something.
Or like coffee or social ride. Even the social ride, I feel like sometimes if we have like a break in between. No, I mean, obviously Isuk doesn't have like a coffee shop at one point. But at least somewhere, like when we went with Jamie and the whole crew.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. So you see like where James lived by Royal Bay there, we can literally stop. There's a Starbucks there. So we can hang out there and chit chat a little bit. But it's as you say, it's really hard with timing, right? Because like most people are in a rush to get home because, our wives, my wife is a realtor. So it's really tough for the weekend.
Yeah.
And so.
And
kids, right?
Yeah.
There you go, right? Juggling everything, right? But the thing about that is because of the weather, it gets really cold, really dark in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's hard to go like we used to start with 6 o'clock rides and it's still like bright outside, right?
And now
so that would give us that little 2-hour window. So now it's kind of like pushing it.
Yeah, I think I said not all the time, but I think we need to incorporate like a coffee ride.
Noted.
You know what I mean? Like when it was you, James, I think, Sean was there.
Yeah.
And Jamie. And then we ended up in that Land's End
Deep
coffee
Cove
Deep Cove or whatever.
Yeah.
That was perfect. I felt like we did, did we do like 80, 90 kilometers?
Yeah, it was up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So like 40, like it was a good distance. It was about 40, 60K to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
We got some carbs in us, some caffeine, and then blasted for the last bit.
And James dropped us by the airport.
Oh, he flew. He's just a rocket. Can you imagine if he was with us today?
Oh, he would have been suffering. That's why he probably didn't show up. I was like, I don't want to hang out.
Yeah, no, I think when it comes down, I need to change up my routine limit. You mentioned something earlier. You're making an effort to do some weight training.
Yes. So, weight training for cycling.
How did that come up? How did you figure that would make a big change in your performance?
Because I think the thing about, the weather is getting... When the weather is nice outside, all you want to do is ride. So it's like you don't have time really to go to the gym, right? Like I don't, because I just want to ride, right? Yeah. So I think when the weather is changing, right? So you have those little, like early in the morning when it's dark, my gym's 24 hours. So I can just go there, do a quick leg workout, and then basically I push myself to the limit, right? And then when I do that, solo ride. That was the result of a 34K per hour, right? Just by myself. That was the fastest I've ever done.
Crazy. Yeah, that was fast. That was fast.
And resting, right? You're resting, riding a lot, right? So it all just piles up into this big.
Is it safe to say that it's also because you made some changes to your bike?
UCI illegal.
What have you done to your bike since our last episode, my friend? What did you do?
I put a motor in it. Just kidding. No. So I dropped my seat down a little bit and forward, and I tilt the saddle, and also I slammed the stem. So that alone, right, took me from like 32, the extra 2 kilometers average speed per hour. That's what I gained in doing that.
So just because you're more aero.
Just aero. And then the gym, resting, like a lot of things help, right? It's just amazing. So all of those factors, just like, I think that's what did it.
So you heard it here first. Slamming the stem is not just for looks.
No, super aero, right? The pros do it. I see, I was debating. I was like, should I not? And then the results are really good.
So you've been cycling for over 20 years. This is the first time you slammed the stem on your bike?
No, I've slammed. I had a couple bikes like long time ago. I've slammed it. But because this new Madone has a nice cockpit, right? So I didn't want to like mess that look to it.
Yeah.
But then I watched the Giro d'Italia and I saw one of the Trek team. They slammed their bike too, and it looked good, right? So visually, I was like, okay, that looks good. I don't mind the sore neck.
Is it different? Like, does it?
It's a little sore.
The need for speed. I was thinking about that because, obviously we've been chatting. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about slamming my stem. And I don't think for me, it's not of a big sacrifice or change than it is for you.
Yeah.
Because my seat isn't very high.
You're already aero. Right?
Yeah. So slamming it down a little bit more just gives me it's not too much of a change that I'll still, because I've been making an effort to feel comfortable in the drops.
Yeah.
And I feel so much more comfortable in the drops. So when we slam it and the hoods are roughly the same distance, I think it'll be fine. The look wise for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the reasons.
Anybody that has a slammed, stem bar,
yeah,
what it is.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
It's that's why I will sacrifice my back and neck for that look, and the speed, of course.
So let's chat a little bit about the different sports that we've done and how cycling has kind of changed our lifestyle, because you have done a lot of different things.
Yes. Basketball, like I used to play basketball, soccer, right? Like really good levels. I broke my foot playing basketball, but
running.
Yeah, of course, running.
Yeah, running. Yeah.
Running. I was running. I was a pretty good runner, actually.
Every day.
I was running.
Yeah.
I did my fastest half marathon was like 1:20 or something.
Just
so that was pretty good, right? So I'll be curious if I go out today and just do a 10K all out, what will happen?
You're going on Tuesday, right? Just saying.
Yeah, I guess I'll join the group ride. Stick to cycling.
Yeah, so how's it changed your lifestyle? How's it changed, what you've done before and what cycling has kind of brought you?
I'm telling you, like if you get a chance to like just connect with this sport that we was so passionate about, it would change your view on like a lot of things, right? Like cycling, besides the health part of it, mental, like it's the camaraderie, right? Like the friendship that we have, right? It opens your eyes to like different roads, views, different events. And that is what you need to like just be a part of to just get your life. I feel like it's exciting, like I can't imagine if I'm not doing this, like life would be so boring. You get out of work, right? And if you don't have anything you're passionate about, It's the
Yeah.
same routine. You feel like a robot, right?
Yeah.
Because you go home, it's the same thing every single day, right? And you see a lot of people. I know a lot of friends that over the years, right? They've seen me cycling. They just think I'm just addicted to the sport or whatever. I like to show my bike. But up to this day, I'm still smiling.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's crazy because I was seriously just a meathead, powerlifting, weight training, and I do 2 a days sometimes, and it's just a different feeling because it truly is like a solo thing,
Yeah.
and there's the diet incorporated in that as well. What I like about cycling, one, it's giving me a great opportunity to bond with my kids
Yes, right.
because they're biking now.
Yeah.
And like everyone learns, as a kid to ride
to
a bike.
ride a bike, yeah.
So that's one big aspect. Two, the work-life balance and just the mental benefits of cycling. And don't get me wrong, I mean there's benefits to weight training for sure.
Yes.
The cardio aspect, it gets boring to go on the treadmill.
It does. And running too, I ran a lot and you get injured, right? Eventually, like that's why cycling is like a low impact, on your knees and all that stuff, right? But it's so good too for your cardiovascular, right? Which, I mean, you see these guys climbing like big mountains, like 4,000 meters and like, we climb like 1,000 and like we're like dying, but like to get to that level, that's how you would know, right? Like it's just unbelievable for what it does for your body.
And I've been looking at like VO2 max and stuff. I mean, like I know Carlos talks about like FTP and looking at that number. And I've been kind of looking at VO2 max. I think when I was even running and weight training, my VO2 max was roughly around between 39 and 43.
Mm-hmm.
My VO2 max since cycling, I'm like well over 50 plus.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So, especially as you and I get older, the heart's, pretty important.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, just the mental stresses of just life
in general,
right? It's such a benefit just to cycle.
Yeah.
And
to focus your mind in instead of like doing like the negative stuff on like talking about somebody or doing this or like watching a negative video, maybe watch a cycling video, right? Just watch something that you can really just like, it's like fireworks, right? In your brain, right? Once you connect to the sports, there's nothing like it.
And it's weird too. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't drink a lot or anything like that, but I just don't crave anything like that. I mean, even when I was weight training, once I was done a training block, which usually would be 12 to 16 weeks, like a training block.
Yeah.
And it's almost I'll be clear. If you're able to maintain a training period over 16 weeks and still be healthy, most people will kind of binge after.
Yeah.
They restrict themselves so much.
Yeah.
With cycling, I feel like I don't restrict myself diet-wise too much. I probably should, to be honest with you. I don't crave like alcohol. I mean, it's okay to have a few beers. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But I don't crave it. It's not like, I can't wait for Friday night.
Yeah, right. There's exactly. For me, like, I have a couple beers there and there, but the amount of calories you're burning, right? Like in cycling, because you go through so many zones, right?
Yeah.
Like having a beer that doesn't even do anything.
Exactly.
Right.
That's so true. Well, yeah. So positive cycling.
Mm-hmm.
Think about actual coffee for coffee rides.
Yep.
And yeah, like I said, I think with our group,
right?
we have a really great group. And like the social rides, you're right. Again, I need to, now that I'm getting a little bit faster, I need to go a certain pace to slow down. Yeah. I think it's, again, I'm calling it the hills, but if we were on flats, I think I can control that speed.
Yeah. And also, actually, on a side note, we created a Strava Last Wheel Cycling Club. So you should just go on Strava, search it, and then please be a member. Because eventually we'll be having like group rides.
Yes.
And inviting people. You can win stuff there, whatever it is. Right? We can. Yeah.
100%. Thank you for bringing that up. Because on Strava, I think what we want to do if we hit, let's say, our 50th episode,
Yes.
100th episode, 150 episode.
Every 50, yeah.
Yeah, we want to do like a group ride.
Yeah.
And so we're on episode 7. So there's lots of time to sign up.
Yeah. So we're brand new. So, I will encourage you, please, to check us out and follow us. So then someday you can join us, ride with us, ask us any question, whatever you want us to improve on, we can do.
100%.
Yeah.
Add them in the comments if you're watching on YouTube. I'm going to try to the end of this episode, and I'll go back to the past episodes, get an email address for us as well that you can send us some emails and requests.
Yeah.
And if any shout outs, if you have any shout outs for anybody that you want us to shout out, we're happy to do that.
Yeah. And feel free, right? I mean, we're not sometimes 100% right on maybe name pronunciation of a jersey or something, right? So
Giro,
Delay,
Asos,
Asos, whatever it is. But we're having fun doing it. So we'll really appreciate your feedback.
Well, thank you so much. That's episode number 7. And let's thank our sponsors.
Let's see if I can remember it this time. On Instagram, Project Black Mamba 8, based off of Kobe.
And Project Fit Daddy, as well as Last Wheel Cycling on Instagram, YouTube, and all the things.
Strava, yeah.
Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you
on the next one.